All right, welcome back. It is a new year, 2025.
2025.
We are freaking here. Let's go. So it's been a minute. We've been a little bit busy. Things have happened, and yeah, well, we're gonna catch you up to speed and get you psyched for what's coming in the new year.
Yeah, I think it's probably been a few weeks,
It's
maybe
been
a month.
dude. It's been
maybe
since,
over a month since we've done this. So
It's been since before Black Friday, I believe. So
Yeah.
things have been busy with the holidays. So don't hate us. We apologize. This is our fault / your guys' fault for keeping us busy, and thank you for that. So if you're new here, we are Northwest Alpine. Been around since 2010, manufacturing outdoor technical apparel responsibly here in the U.S. So yeah.
yes.
Thank you for watching, and yeah, let's jump into it. Dude, we had a crazy year last year. 2024 was wild, and I was only here for like 3/4 ish of it. So yeah, how'd 2024 start for you?
Man, so 2024 started. That was really like, this is our first year. Like after our factory closed, like it took me in 2022. It basically took me an entire year to close all that down and get it, get everything sorted, sell all of our equipment, real estate, all that stuff. And so that was like a big year for me. And to have that all wrapped up, that really wrapped up at the end of 2023. So it was like going into 2024 was the first time really in the history of Northwest Alpine that that I was able to focus like all of my energy on just the brand and all that. So we went into 2024. I guess we had our fulfillment center. So, we were working remote, had our fulfillment center. And it just seems like looking back now, like things have obviously really changed since then. So, yeah, it's been a pretty exciting year for me to see the growth that we've had. I don't know if we want to talk about this now, but we had about 46% growth in revenue year over year, which is great. So hoping
and that's still a small number.
It's a small number.
It's a
yeah.
small number, at the grand scheme of things. I think we've got a lot of work to do in this. I think 2024 is a really sick baseline for where we want to be and where we want to see ourselves going in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. So exciting. I'm excited. I'm feeling pretty good about 2025. I think, we just seem to have a lot of momentum going right now, and a lot more brand awareness, more engagement on socials, and I think people are also starting to kind of recognize the value of made in the USA and what that means, and are looking to support that. So thank you all, everybody that does.
Yeah, it's been really cool. I think, so I came on in April-ish with Bill, and things really ramped up. I think as we, I think a big struggle for me was figuring out and educating myself and getting educated from Bill on the why we do what we do, and why Northwest Alpine exists. And I think once we figured that out and hit our stride, I think things really took off. I think it's been cool to just like connect with more people who have been on this like existential quest to like find quality goods that are made for outdoor pursuits, that are made in the USA. So I think that's awesome, and yeah, it's ramped up. Like people are psyched and people are wanting more, as other brands are kind of tanking and plateauing with quality, and things are kind of just not looking so positive for others. I think people are looking elsewhere, and made in the US is obviously like the next answer to that.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a big discussion right now about when people are taking a step back and looking at these bigger brands, and I've talked about this a lot, like how much the ownership of brands matters and what their incentives are, and all of that. And most of the big brands in the outdoor industry are either publicly traded, or they're owned by private equity, or some ownership structure that's just trying to wring profit out of everything. And so what comes with that is just exploiting the poorest workers on the planet and all that bad stuff. So yeah, I think people are just becoming more aware that that's an issue, and are starting to question that paradigm. So I think that the more people do, the the more they'll be drawn to Northwest Alpine and other brands that are trying to do the right thing.
Yeah, totally. So, I mean, we had some pretty big milestones for sure. So, I mean, a pretty big amount of growth. We moved in a new building and warehouse. It's been super cool to just like have a space to work because we were working remote and that sucked. Like I mean sometimes it's nice to work remote and work at home and kind of like have some freedom to like kind of think a little bit more outside of work hours. But like I mean it's been amazing having a space that we can engage the community and let people come in and have some events and just like actually work and ship our stuff out like on time and same day and do more like quality control. That's been awesome. So yeah, and I mean we're pretty much like done outfitting this space. Like we got a little bit more to do, but it's been a sweet little journey and we've learned a bunch along the way. I mean, any other big milestones we've kind of hit? We've launched some new product. I mean, new belay jackets last year. Those are sweet. Ford just relaunched. What else? I feel like there's some other stuff that we also launched. The Olsen pants are back. And yeah, I mean, it was a pretty sweet year. I think, new product, new launches, and yeah, you can kind of expect the same thing coming into 2025, and we'll get into that in a second. So, but yeah, I mean, to catch up to speed, because it's been, a couple weeks since we chatted last, potentially months. Black Friday was crazy. Like, this is our biggest Black Friday ever. Probably the first time we've actually ran sales. Right?
Yeah, we never really like just because of how things were and our inventory situation and whatever. Like, we just never really participated in Black Friday sales and whatever. But I think we saw it as a kind of necessity, at this point to get, improve our cash flow and move some product out. And yeah, it was really good. So thank you all for the support.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet. I mean, just getting to, I think it was really cool knowing that a lot of new customers were getting, Northwest Alpine for the first time. I think that was sweet. So thank you all for the support on that. But yeah, I mean, Black Friday was crazy. We were shipping out like nonstop. At least it felt like it was nonstop. So that was pretty cool. Dude, after that, I got to go climbing on some ice tools for the first time.
Yeah, Caleb.
I went dry tooling for the first time. It was crazy. Like, dude, I'm kind of hooked. Like, I've been searching Facebook for some like mountaineering boots of my own because you can rent them, but like I want my own so I can just go out whenever. And I want crampons. I want my own gear.
Now wait until you actually ice climb for the first time.
Dude, I'm so psyched. Yeah, like it's gonna be sick. But dude, it's crazy. Like I don't know. Bill's probably like laughing at me, but he's like, "Sweet child, you're so new to this." But like, dude, it's crazy. Like the arm pump is wild. Like I don't know. There's a lot of technique that I gotta learn and. At some point, we're going to like put some holds up in here maybe and make a little circuit so we can just mess around and train. Should be kind of cool. Dude, and then we both got really sick.
Yeah, that was a major bummer. So Caleb came in and like, he's like, "Oh, I feel like shit." And I was like, "Oh, great." And so you were probably only here for like
I was here like
a couple hours,
and it's not like I was that close.
And we weren't like, and then I like immediately just got super ill. Also, like, dude, it was terrible, man. I haven't been that sick in so long.
Timing. Like it was rough.
Yeah, it was bad. Like some respiratory whatever.
It was something's been going around in Oregon. I don't know what it is. Like it was rough.
Bird flu.
Yeah, and then I mean, dude, amongst that, Bill powered through and recorded a podcast with Core Outdoors. That'll be coming out here soon.
Yeah, I think that's launching next week. So that's the Core podcast with Christian Rawls, and I think it's going to be really good. I hope. But yeah, that should be launching I think next week.
Pretty. I'm excited to listen.
But yeah, I did that actually the day before I started. Ooh. Like I started to feel sick like right after that. I was like, oh man. The timing. Anyway, so it was. I guess good timing in that regard.
Oh man, well, I guess we had like one more thing right before we got sick. We had an NWAC Avalanche Awareness course. Shout out to Kobe for coming in presenting on that. That was pretty sweet. We had like 30 plus people in the shop, taking advantage of a free Avalanche Awareness course. I think that was awesome. Like, yeah, got to really learn some new skills that like I haven't learned yet. Like, heck, 30 degrees is kind of like you should be kind of like cautious and looking out for things, and just like how to like read an avalanche report on NWAC or Central Oregon Avalanche Center, just like any of these other forecasting, reporting sites, like super cool. So
That's the other thing we're doing is getting Caleb into the backcountry this
yeah,
year.
it's gonna be sick. We got it. Just waiting on some good snow here. I'm gonna learn how to ski. I've been a snowboarder all my life, but I'm gonna learn how to ski. So it's on the list. 2025, learning how to ski.
Excellent.
Pray for my knees. But yeah, that's pretty cool. And we got another one of those coming up on January 17th at 6:30 p.m. If you're local to the Salem area, please swing in. There's a link up on the website on the events tab. Please sign up. Just that way we know how many people are coming. But it should be pretty cool. Kobe's leading the next one, and it's going to be a blast. We got some drinks and other stuff for you guys if you're here. Let's see what else is on the agenda. Dude, we've got some pretty cool collabs going out. We've got some vests going out today for Ski Bowl that are pretty sweet. Pretty psyched on that.
Yeah, Ski Bowl's Pro Patrol. So
Yeah.
if you're up there, you should see them rocking some Northwest Alpine, which is pretty sweet.
Pretty sweet. And then looks like Pisgah Climbing School is going to have some belay jackets out in the field. Yeah, pretty excited. If you've got a group or business and you're looking for some gear, let us know. We've got a pretty sweet program and we can make that happen for you. So
Yeah, so we'll do a lot of like embroidery or
like what you're rocking right
yeah,
now.
You can see yes, some American flags here. But we'll do embroidery or screen printing your logo. So yeah, hit us up and we can get something going.
Yeah.
We like doing that.
We like doing that, and I think it's pretty cool because, like, as a small business, small team, we've got the ability to churn that out pretty quickly. I know that was kind of like a pain point for others, and that's why they kind of came to us. So, tight turnarounds, we're gonna make it happen, hopefully. So, yeah, let us know, reach out, shoot us an email, and we'll make it happen. Let's see, dude, upcoming products. Oh man, we teased some product last week, and the people were psyched. I'm psyched. I'm obsessed. I stole them from you. I gave them back.
So
But
those are the 3/4 like legging tights made out of the Black Spider hoodie fabric. So power grip fleece, super comfy.
Super comfy.
You know, they're gonna be perfect to wear under the Thielsen pant for skiing or wear
Even-
them running when it's cold. Or
even like
just
your bibs or like
rocking
whatever.
around. Yeah,
like
anything.
dude, even just like sleeping on them every single night. Like it's good. It's really good. I'm obsessed. So it's pretty cool. So I mean, we had the idea to go with a 3/4 length, solely because like ski boots and whatever, they're coming up to like here or whatever, and you don't want your leggings just like bunching up and like going into your boots because that kind of sucks. So these are gonna match up pretty well. Your ski socks will come up wherever, and they'll go underneath, so you won't have there'll be like no crazy like gaps or whatever, but 3/4 length will be pretty tight, and those should be going out here in the next month or so.
Yeah, sometime in the next few weeks. Hopefully,
Hopefully pretty quick.
We're looking. Those are going to be made here in Salem also, which is awesome. So
Yeah, we're talking doing like a pretty small run at first, and then kind of like made to order or whatever, just so we can keep churning those out and making it happen. But they're gonna be pretty sweet, and there's a lot of people. I mean, there's like 50 people that are like, heck yes, I wanted that. So I'm excited to see how that turns out because I'm excited on them. They're really good. I mean, what else is there? There's been some ladies begging for some soft shell pants, right?
Yep. So we got that in development now. Kind of, they're gonna be a women's specific fit for the Thielsen. Not really the Thielsen though.
We're gonna change it up.
Some of the same features, like zipper cuffs for ski boots and all that. But our focus for that is to make, because we get a lot of women complaining about fit of technical pants. So our goal is to make super well fitting women's technical pant, soft shell for touring and climbing and whatever. So we don't really have a release date for those yet, but they're in process.
Hopefully 2025. That's the goal. So people have been begging. It should be pretty cool. Soft shell jacket. Bill just cut that out on the, so we're working on a sample for a soft shell jacket, hoping to maybe do that this year. I doubt it'll be ready in, Q1, Q2.
Yeah, probably not for the spring, maybe
Not
for the
spring.
fall, but
Yeah.
we're it's in process.
It's gonna be pretty sweet, stripped down, really nice material and very durable.
Yeah.
So working on some other stuff. There's some, Dude, we've been kind of experimenting with some alpha stuff.
Yeah, so some Alpha Direct product that we're working on now. Hopefully, gonna have some of that out for you. We should have samples soon that we'll post on Instagram story just
Yeah.
to get people psyched. But for that, more like ultralight backpacking oriented slash like ski touring and all that. So pretty jazzed about that. We've had a lot of people ask us about if we were going to make those products for a while, so we finally decided to do it. So
I mean, I'm super excited about it because I think more. I think it's going to complement products that we've already got in the line, like Fortis 115 and our wind shells and some other stuff like that. Where even the Volo pants, where it's like really lightweight, still pretty durable, and then like Fortis 115 is like super durable, but like it's going to complement it well with like a really good layering system to just like let you crush it on a lightweight backpacking trip and just like carry less and do more. So I'm pretty excited about that to see how it goes. We got some testing to do just to make sure it's something we even want to do, because we are pretty picky and pretty, we're sticklers about that. So
yep.
should be pretty cool. Man, you got some goals that you want to get done outdoors this year. What the heck are you going to do? And how are you going to get in shape to accomplish
That's
that
a good
goals?
question. I feel like after being sick, that was like the worst because
dude,
I
it
just
sucks.
feel like so much weaker, and
Yeah.
I wasn't very strong beforehand. So it sucks getting old, but yeah, I don't know. I've got plans to get back into shape, and we got some skiing and climbing goals
Yeah.
that we want to accomplish.
This year, I haven't got to the top of Mount Hood yet. I mean, I've gone up to like Illumination Rock and like skied up there, but this year I definitely want to get up to the top of Mount
Yeah,
Hood.
so we got to get Caleb's first Mount Hood summit.
This spring it's gonna happen. So that's big on the list. Hopefully like February-ish. I was chatting with Kobe about Paulina potentially. Heading out to Central Oregon to go shoot some Oregon ice climbing. It's rare when it comes in, but should be pretty sweet to go get out there and go shoot with them on that. Let's see. I want to get out and do some more backpacking. That's
Yeah.
on the list. More nights outside, not in my truck camper.
Yeah.
I want to sleep on the ground.
Yeah.
And then, dude, you've got this like big project you've been like jonesing for shoot, like 10, 15 years now.
Yeah. 50, I guess 15 years now.
Dude, also, this is crazy.
What's
Dare I
crazy?
say, this is, dude, 15 years of Northwest Alpine.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is our 15th year.
It's crazy.
That's fucking wild. Yeah, there's a big spire. It's probably I think it's the tallest unclimbed spire in Oregon. Out not too far away from us, but it's kind of it's in a wilderness area in the backcountry. It's kind of far out there, and it's going to require some chossy, gnarly aid climbing, which I haven't done in a long time. So we're gonna have to get back on that. But yeah, that's a summertime project that I'm trying to commit to to trying it this summer. So
If you are out there and you like weird chaussee aid climbing and you have a couple vacation days that you want to use to come climb with Bill and help him hand drill in a wilderness area and climb this, let him know.
yeah,
He needs a partner.
yeah.
So, yeah, that's pretty sweet. So, dude, what's any big predictions for this upcoming year? Any goals? What do you think's gonna happen?
God, good
This is
question.
a loaded question.
I don't know. Like, I think if you listen to the core podcast when it comes out next week, we talk about this a little bit, but about tariffs and all that sort of stuff. I think that like it's going to be a tumultuous year in terms of like politics and geopolitics and all that, and I don't have any clue what's actually going to happen. Like, are they going to implement these like broad-based, crazy, non-targeted tariffs on everything coming into the country? I don't know. If they do, is that going to really mess things up? I don't know, probably. But yeah, it's I think everybody's kind of in this like wait and see mode, waiting for the transition to take place at the end of this month, and yeah, we'll
It'll,
see.
it'll be an interesting year, I think. I don't know, like we'll find out what happens. I mean, any predictions for the outdoor industry? Like, I mean, trend wise, not politically, but like trend wise and anything else. What do you see in the outdoor industry kind of trending towards for this year?
I don't know. I think it's going to be more of the same, like probably more off-price stuff and sales from the big brands because I think there's still a ton of inventory out there, less innovation, less, because the brands have less money for R&D. So more of the sea of sameness I think you're going to see from regular, the standard big brands and, more pretty much all the innovation is going to come from brands like ours, is small companies making stuff here, and I don't know.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting year for sure. I mean, I don't know. Like, I think some of the things I'd like to see, this year, I'd love to see more people supporting more small retailers. Keeping your money local, supporting those, small makers that are, doing it in their backyard. Actually innovating, kind of like weaving and being nimble with things. That's what I want to see, right? Like that's what's going to carry the outdoor industry into like whatever happens next. And when you spend your money locally, like it goes right back into your local economy, and like that's super sweet. So, there's
Yeah,
some really cool brands doing some really cool things.
I think the I think you're right about that. Supporting the small retailers can be really important this year. I think that because most product is imported, you know they're going to probably feel the hit of tariff price increases more than bigger REI type big box stores might. But yeah, I don't know. So getting out there, if you're buying stuff, supporting the small guy is going to be more important than ever, I think.
Yeah, I think that's definitely something we want to see more in 2025. I'm excited to connect more with some new retailers this year, and hopefully get Northwest Alpine stocked on more of your guys' like local gear shops, because like how else you guys go touch and feel and see quality in person without it being stocked up on local shelves. I think that would be pretty sweet.
Yeah, and you can help us by talking to your local retailer if you're psyched on Northwest Alpine and the brand and want to see it in shops. Tell them, and that makes a huge difference. If they know that there's demand for the products, then they're much more likely to bring it in. And that's how we've gotten retailers in the past, just people coming in and asking, hey, do you carry this brand? And you should, whatever. So,
Yeah. I mean, yeah, and I guess one more thing on the topic of like small local businesses. We added a made in US climbing brand kind of directory on our website. So if you get bored and you are looking for other ways to support, made in US brands, and if you're looking for climbing centric stuff, check it out. Like it's pretty cool. It's on the website in like the discover section. But people are asking us like, who's making stuff in the US? And it was a good little project for me to go through and really educate myself on like who's making what. And I mean, pretty much almost everything's covered in the USA at this point. There's some stuff that like is kind of missing here and there, but it's pretty cool to know that I could go kit myself out with almost everything made here if I was very intentional with the where I play put my money. So I think that's really cool, and gonna be a really cool resource for others going into this year, and just stoked to kind of like band together and partner with some other made in U.S. climbing companies to see what happens and really push that further.
yeah, and I mean, I think if you're looking at the state of the world and our economy and whatever, and generally unhappy with that, like where you spend your money makes a huge difference. Like it's the only way to make change at this point. So if you have that, like if you're psyched on made in the USA, if you're psyched on small companies, then the best thing you can do is just buy stuff from them, and don't spend your money on Amazon and
Yep.
Shein and Temu, and that
Sucks.
not that I think a lot of our people do, but
Yeah, I hope you guys
not being really intentional about what you buy, I think is key.
Yeah. I mean, I think that just wraps up about everything. So if you're new here and you enjoy this, leave a like and comment and tell us what's up in the comment section. We'll hopefully respond to those. And yeah, subscribe if you want to see more. Hoping to do some more kind of like little trip reports and some more outdoor videos this year. Hoping to do some more kind of product highlights and product profiles and such. Talk about some materials and dive deep, do some like tech nerdy stuff with Bill because he likes to get deep into that. So there'll be a lot more on this channel, hoping, hopefully this year. And we're really looking to expand and push things even further.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Thanks for an amazing 2024 and looking forward to bringing you along with us in 2025.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.